Yo, welcome to another video, guys. Today we are going to be talking about an account overhaul. And you might be wondering, what is an account overhaul? Guys, basically what you do is you strip every single one of your monsters, period, and you rerun them back up. Now, why is this key? I'm going to show you what I've been doing on my mid-game account. And this is definitely going to help you progress for mid-game. First, I'm going to show you how to actually do this the most effective way, okay? Now, I don't have free FRR right now, so I'm going to demonstrate in the World Arena. Okay, so for example, you go to your rune management screen, you click manage, right? You've got your per now. How do you strip it really fast? All right, so this is how easy it is, guys. You click on here on the per now, and then you just click on, for example, of red. Click apply, boom. All of Perna's runes are now on Varad, and Perna has no runes anymore. And then very easy, you just click here again on Varad, and you move it over to the next one, just like that. Now Varad's got no runes. This Theomars didn't have any runes, but you get the point. You click on this guy, and you just go down the line, right? Down the line, boom. See, now Orion, now Theomars has no runes, and so on and so forth, right? Okay, so that's how easy it is to strip your monsters, alright? So obviously you're going to want to do this during free rune removal. Now, why? Let's say Perna was one of your first Nat 5s, right? And you kind of ruined it up, right? And it's so easy to forget to go back and see if you can actually upgrade these monsters. Alright, so let's actually take a look at his runes. And this might be, something that you've got on your account, something similar. Right here, boom, I guarantee you I have a better speed slot too, where I could upgrade him, right? Here, this thing, 10 speed, that's it. I probably could have more, and maybe even some crit rate to get him to 100, right? This doesn't even have speed either. It's got resistance that needs to be gemmed out. This, same thing, speed is innate. We can definitely get it higher. This is a 5-star rune. Probably, just because of the speed and the crit rate, you might have something like this, and you just have not gone back to see if you can actually improve. So, that is the reason why you want to do a full account overhaul, all right? Because a lot of your monsters are going to be, basically, they're going to be working for you, but they're not going to be shining. They're not going to be the best that they can actually be. And let me tell you the other reason why you are going through that. And that is because you want to rune up every single monster you have. Now, I personally just did this, alright? So this is my monster box. You will notice not too many. We've got about 50 maybe about 50 units right now that I'm using. This is the only thing I've got runed up. And you might be saying, well, those look like some pretty good monsters. Well, yes, but look, I'll show you. In my storage, I've got plenty more Nat 5s. I mean, a bunch of Nat 5s. And I will tell you, none of them, even some nice LD Nat 4s, none of these have runes, all right? So look, none of these have runes. None of them have runes, all right? So that's because I am actually in the process of doing a full account overhaul, and I am only runing up the things I actually need and use. So when you are doing a full account overhaul, it's honestly, it also gets you out of that limbo, because now you've got so many more new units. I mean, at least it feels that way because they're on different rune sets, or they've been upgraded, they're performing better. It actually gets you really excited to play that account again. It's almost like playing with new units because you are making them so much stronger, guys. So definitely I do suggest you do an account overhaul maybe every 3 to 6 months, all right? You don't have to do it every free rune removal, but depending on how much you farm and all of that, then definitely every 3 to 6 months, that's it. That's all you need to do. I just pulled Kumar out of storage. This is another very important and key thing. Now, let's try to ruin him, right? Well, ideally, we would want triple HP on Violent, whatever, right? Violent something, Violent Revenge, Violent Will, Violent whatever. I need at least 2, right? I need at least 2 violence, and I am already out. I've already ruined about 50 units, like I said, and I'm out of violence already. So why are you ruining and throwing just absolute garbage runes on these units just to keep them ruined? What's going to happen is they are going to underperform, and you're going to get pissed, basically. You're going to get pissed, and because they lost. But it's honestly, it's your fault. You're ruining them when you don't have the rune requirements that they need to shine or to perform the task that you are asking of them. So here, I'll show you my slot 1s as well. So look, let's take a look at my slot 1s. I'll click off the equipped runes because I already ruined my priority monsters, right? So let's take a look at these. I mean, they're pretty bad. This would be, the HP looks nice, but it's a 5-star rune. I mean, it's pretty bad. I only kept it because it was maxed. Look at this. I literally have basically shit violent runes left. So there's no point. There's really no point for me to ruin him. And he's not going to perform at his best on a different set. So instead of just throwing whatever, I can obviously find 4 violent runes just to say he's on violence, right? And throw them on him. But what's going to happen is I'm going to be tempted to play with it because he's got runes, right? And that is what's going to hinder me. Is I'm going to say, oh, I'll bring him in anyway. You know, I know his runes suck, but I'll bring him in. It'll be okay. And a lot of the times, it's not okay. It's not okay, guys. So basically, have a set level of rune standards for your units. Once you are out of runes that can reach those standards, then just stop ruining the rest of your monster box. Just stop ruining the rest of your monster box. Another thing this is going to allow you is you're going to be able to see what kind of rune sets you should be focused on farming. I do get asked a lot, you know, what should I be focusing on? Should I be focusing on giants, on dragons, on necro? Where should I focus my farming? And doing this account overhaul, you'll be able to see where you're lacking. You know, maybe you tried to rune up a few rage units and you ran out of runes there. There you go. Get your ass in necro. Same thing for violent. Now, right now, I have my goals. My current goal is to finish my BJR5 team, right? So I'm in necro non-stop until I do that, right? Then I'm going to focus on arena and possibly climbing. So then I can definitely either go to giants if my swift sets are lacking, or if I want to focus on guild or guild siege, then right now I know I need some violence runs. So then I can switch over to dragons, all right? Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Let me tell you another thing that this is going to allow. Now, you notice that I don't, my violent runes are done, right? So whoever needs violence here, this guy, for example, he's done. He's just going to stay in storage for a while, right? But that Okeanos, let's just say you pulled in Okeanos from your TOA scroll, right? Because you're not going to be buying premium packs, okay? Let's say you got him from TOA. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I think I can rune him decently, right? So what this allows is, because you are limiting the amount of monsters that you're ruining, it allows you to have a little deeper rune inventory for when you actually need them. All right? You don't have to keep everything ruined, guys. That is the point I am trying to drive. Why? Because when you do that, you spread your runes a little too much, and it causes a domino effect of your monsters not being able to perform at their fullest potential. All right, you've got to raise your standards. If your standards are not going up every few months, then you're gonna stay stuck. Does that make sense? You're gonna stay stuck with the same rune quality all the time, basically. So for me, I need this Okeanos. My rune standards for this account are, if I just pulled him, the only way I'm throwing runes on him is if I can get him around 250 speed with will, or 270 plus without will. All right, so we're gonna take a look. But the point is, guys, raise your rune standards. All right, you're not at the bar. You don't have beer goggles. You haven't been downing beers for 4 to 5, 6 hours, and now that female that is looking a little more attractive, when in reality it's a 2, it's a 3. When if you didn't have those beer goggles, you know, you can kind of see what you're going home with, and you wouldn't be taking her home, right? So why are you taking 2s and 3s room quality wise into those guild wars, into those siege fights, into your arena, on your arena defense? No, you want to have the absolute best that you can have. That is how you are going to start winning, start progressing, start kicking some ass. So the most important ones are actually the slots 4 and 6. So first I need slot 6. I know I want the accuracy slot 6. With speed, I don't have speed. Do I even have it? No, I don't have a will rune there. So I need to make sure I have a swift. I don't. So what does that tell me? I cannot do swift will, period, right? So now in order for me, like I said, because my standards have been raised, I need to get them above 270. Above 270. So let's see. Do we have any accuracy runes? None at all. So now what does that tell me? I probably got to go focus, because I'm going to need to get all the accuracy through substats, right? So we're going to go to focus. Focus. Let's take a look at what I got left. Speed. I'm going to want the speed substats, right? Man, and these are basically trash. I legit have these two, and that's it. How about a speed slot 2? I mean, this could possibly work if we gem in some accuracy there. But it's looking rough, man. This Okeanos is probably just not going to be up to par. And guys, it's actually not. He was not able to meet my standards. And that's why he is actually in storage. Because I cannot get him how I want him to be built. So why use him, you know? Why use him? I just can't. I'm out of runes, and he was a little lower on the priority list than a few others. So he can stay unruined until I get the rune quality I want for him. Because if I actually ruin him, he's gonna just be trash, and I'm gonna get mad when he doesn't reset, when he doesn't stun, whatever, or when he just flops over when they hit him, because he's not gonna have enough HP to survive, right? So this is why he's in storage, guys. So that's the point. It's okay, guys, if you don't have the runes that are gonna actually make your monster shine, throw them in storage for a little bit. Take it month to month. If you don't have the runes this month, maybe you'll have them next month. And say, you know, for one reason or another, say you really want to play with that unit, for example, then, you know, something you can do is just take one of your rune units and just switch the rune set over, possibly. You know, I can give him Musa's rune set and then throw a different accuracy rune on him, for example, right? And then maybe just bench Wusa for a week or two, you know? It's definitely possible to do something like that. But again, just stop ruining everything, guys. Stop putting bad runes on your monsters just because you have them 6-starred, all right? For God's sake, stop ruining your monsters poorly just because they're 6-starred. It costs you wins. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Sometimes you're like, oh, you know what? I need a speed lead. Oh, let me use Mimir. Okay, cool. He's got the speed lead and he's got shit runes, right? He's got terrible runes, and you still lose because you couldn't kill anything, because he basically got poked and he died because his runes are that bad. So guys, that's gonna be it for this. Hopefully it does help you guys, and trust me, it makes a huge difference. It really does. You may be wondering, well, how should I be prioritizing all of these? Well, that's gonna be another video, guys. So make sure, if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you drop a like on this and drop a comment. Let me know. Let me know which one of your monsters has basically been in RUNE Purgatory for a long time, and honestly should either not be ruined or could definitely get some upgrades. All right, so there you go, guys. Stop ruining everything. All right, managing your monster box, upgrading your standards on runes, and the way you rune them is the way to keep progressing. All right, you are literally halting your progression because you are ruining everything, and you're ruining it poorly. So manage your monster box, do a full account overhaul, and I guarantee you're gonna see a little bit of progression. You're going to start winning some matches that you might have lost before, because now your units are actually runed to their full potential that your account allows. So do an account overhaul for progression. If you didn't know, now you know. You know.